Alright, just let me know if you guys are here. So we can go and just start with that first. Just let me know if you guys are in here. I'll turn that fan down a bit. Cause I'll be honest, the one like any other time I don't mind, like I don't mind with who comes here and who don't mind here. Y'all already know that, but right now to vent about what I want to talk about, I feel like I have a lot I need to like. I feel like I have some things I want to get off my chest real quick. A lot of things. Well, not a lot, but it's a bit, but it's still important. Who knows? It might be a lot that I don't even know of. But what I do know is right now I just like I'm gonna just wait for a bit to see who comes by and see who don't come by. Like I just need that one person right now to hear all of my thoughts and hear exactly what I gotta say. Cause I don't want to vent and it feels like I'm just venting with nobody around. Then that's the worst feeling possible. Is to vent when nobody's around. Cause then it feels like I'm just talking to myself all over again. Like I'm just venting to myself all over again. Well, it seems like that's gonna have to be the case, and that I'm gonna have to deal with. Right now, for me, I'm gonna be honest with you. While I'm happy I had fun with Honkai earlier today, I don't I'm gonna be honest with you. I'd be lying if I said I don't feel well mentally. At least not from the standpoint that for how hard I've worked to build up. I just don't feel well. And I personally think after what I'm seeing with what's going on right now, I think it all confirms that, I feel it all confirms that, I just don't I feel so deflated and so like And it's more so towards myself. It's not towards people. It's just towards myself with what I've tried to do, and it hurts. Like, let me put it like this for an example. My stream team I had not that long ago, I had to disband it. Didn't even last a year, and I had to disband it. All that hard work I've tried to make that stream team work. I put up designs. I've had the merch. Speaking of that, I feel like right now that's useless. I feel like the things that I try to make, they wither away like sand. The Discord I previous had that I worked so hard in a year, 2 years to build up, gone like sand, like a forgotten time. The Twitch account that I've had for like 4 or 5 years, like not going anywhere, not doing anything. All that history I have put up in that server, all that history I put up in that Discord server, all that history I put up with that Twitch channel, it don't feel like it amounts to anything now. Then of course, discarding said Discord channel, I make a gilded channel. Obviously, I'm happy I have the gilded, seeing as it's a lot better, it's a lot more organized, but I feel like I'm stuck in the same path that it once was when it was in that Discord. That's how I feel. And I have nobody but myself to blame. I mean, I guess right now, but Choco, from what you see, it's like not everybody's down with it right now. Because they're not, quote unquote, they're not happy with how I handled the Discord. I personally think it's active, and I'm happy it's active, but I still have that lingering regret of how that Discord server went. And I'll forever have that lingering regret. I feel like I have the regret of Stormy, that she came with me to Glimish. I feel like I have that regret of basically convincing her to come with me, seeing as she clearly went back to Twitch, and then not long after that she makes her own Discord server. I feel like I'm responsible for that. I'm responsible for the failure of the stream team. I'm responsible for the failure of my I'm responsible for the failure of that Discord. and I'm responsible for having someone take a different path with me, then they go back to that same path. I feel like it was something that I didn't do. I'm gonna tell you how I see it with her having to make that Discord server, and I know she's listening. Now, I'm not gonna. I know this is coming off as wrong with me judging and assuming people's thoughts, but I feel like with her doing that it feels like that's slowly her way of saying that, look, I'm ready to depart and I just want to go about my own separate way. That's how I feel. That's how I felt when she did that. And I wouldn't blame her for doing so. If she was to legitimately sit up there right now and tell me this, I wouldn't be able to convince her out of it, because I'm responsible for all of it. I'm responsible for my own channel's fuck ups that I personally feel like. Most of the shit that has happened thus far, I feel like I didn't do a good enough job in handling. I couldn't network with people. Clearly, I couldn't do that. I couldn't keep my servers interactive. I couldn't keep them going because I'm so used to being an introvert 90% of the time. Right now, I'd be lying if I said that. I'd be lying if I said that me and my girlfriend's relationship is going well. Not necessarily. Again, for me personally, I just feel like a lot of the things that I try to make happen and a lot of the things I try to touch, they turn to sand. They just turn completely to dust. That's how I feel. Thanks for being here, DJ. But that's how I feel. That's legitimately how I feel. I mean, thank God for my talk show right now that I could just talk whatever the hell I want to talk about. Thank God for this right now that I just want to talk about whatever the hell I want to talk about. But, outside of all that, there's a lot of things that I try to keep held in. I try to keep hold in because more often than not, I want to believe in my own long-term goal. That's why I don't vent as much, particularly when it goes to situations like this. I don't vent as much over it. But I feel like I should. I feel like I need to because I talked about it on Tuesday. Being stagnant is the worst possible thing that you could ever go through as a streamer, or even as somebody that has a podcast or has a talk show going on, or even as an artist. A lot of people can relate to what that's like. I've been feeling very stagnant on my own content. And for right now, for me personally, I feel like I don't know how to go about it. How to go about changing it, besides asking people, what what community games do you guys want to see us play, or what this or that you want to see me play. I really don't know. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for the alternative platforms that we have now, I probably would have quit streaming altogether. But I feel like even with the platforms we have now, I still feel like quitting streaming altogether because I feel like I cannot bring enough to the table, and that's the worst possible feeling to ever have. Yeah, DJ, that's what I've been trying to do, my man. Doing the best I can to look from within, and it's really, really a killer feeling to just have. Like I'm trying my best to keep that same mindset as much as I can. To just believe in what you can bring. I said more on a tweet earlier, but I don't mind having to repeat it. I have no problem having to repeat it. Um, I felt like a lot of shit I've tried to build up is just all for nothing. And I feel like the people around me that I'm with right now, I feel like I'm useless to them right now. Like that's my whole like feeling right now. Like I'm trying my best. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm trying my best to mask this feeling by just playing games and not worrying about it, getting on Netflix, doing whatever I needed to do to just not sweat that kind of stuff. But I feel like the stuff I'm trying to build up is gonna be the same way like how it went with my old Discord and how it went with my stream team right now. And I think for me losing those two things really particularly particular with my stream team and my Discord, it really helped me see a lot of the things that that it helps it makes me realize that there's a ceiling that I can only go so much, that I can go so far to. I mean, you try to break as many ceilings as I possibly can, but um, I feel like I'm only stuck at that same ceiling that I can't get past. That's how I feel. I don't know about that, Marasa. I can't say that for sure. I feel like I have hit a ceiling. Because if I didn't hit that ceiling, then I'm be honest with you. I feel like if I didn't have a ceiling right now, I'd still be on the platforms that I'd still be on. That's how I feel. I'm being honest. That's how I feel. If I didn't have here and there, yeah, I lift weights. I need to start getting back into lifting weights, but yeah, go ahead. Because right now I've just been focusing on treadmills. Like I've just been running and running. That's all I've been doing. It's just running. Running and not eating as much. But still running. But then that leads to the next question. Like, but then that leads to the next question. Like, yeah, I'm at the plateau, but what else? Like, you want to find something else. Like, you want to do something else, you know, like it's something like that. You know what I mean? Thanks for that, yo. Llamas, Turbus, Ricolino. Oh, thank you, man. Look, I'm happy that he's a fan. The point is something needs to change. Well, that's a good. Well, here's the thing, Marasa. I've done the change 3-4 times already in total. I changed platforms twice, like, you know, twice. I've done that twice. I've tried to change my content up a number of times. I've tried to, you know, I've started trying to put out merch. You know, I'm, you know, vastly different compared to what it was like, you know, years ago where I didn't even think about most of this stuff. In what way? Because I'll be honest, like, I can't change how I am. That's asking of the impossible. That's asking of the impossible. I can't change what I am. Otherwise, that's not me. What's up, David? I'm just venting about some shit. Like, I gotta mentally get all this stuff out before I even start playing Monster Hunter. Otherwise, I won't feel right. Yo, Blue, what's good? You say really you're in a saturated market? I guess so, but part of that, yeah, a good bit of that is a saturated market, but I'm talking specifically about what I have now. That's what I'm talking specifically about. Like, what I have with me right now, I feel like it's not doing a really good job of working out. And I'm talking about even outside of streaming. Okay. Well, thank y'all for even like coming by with all this advice and all these words, cause it really it hurts feeling like this, bro. Like, real shit. One minute, my phone. Oh no, mine's right here with me. It really hurts. Like, yo, like doing everything you can to like to just do great things, build up great things, make a community, have community events, have this, have that. It hurts to do all of this, and you feel like, you know, like, it hurts to do all this, and it feels like there's nothing that you can do about it to, you know, convince people further. You know, like, yo, like, or, you know, not even convince people further, you know, feel like, you know, you're really making the effort. Oh, trust me, David, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing by the time I'm done here. By the time I'm done with Monster Hunter here. By the time I'm done on, you know, like, tomorrow. Like, I feel like that's something I really need to do. You're right. It's not that it's not built in a day. It's just for me. I'm just tired of hitting the wall every time. I'm not only tired of hitting the wall every time. I'm tired of seeing like. I'm tired of feeling like again. I can't stress this enough. I'm just tired of feeling like I cannot bring anything new to the table. Like I'm tired of feeling like everything I try to create and everything I try to do is it just does not work out. Like I'll be honest with you, I'm still mad that my merch that you know I had to cut loose that stream team and I had to rebrand all of that merch. It really sucks because I don't think y'all know. I put in a lot of work to get that kind of stuff done and to find out that it just fell flat on its face. Like, dude, you can't tell me that shit don't hurt. Life has a weird way of pulling you in certain directions. Yeah, you're damn right. That's definitely the case. I can say that for sure. That's definitely the case. Yeah, I also feel like that too. And yeah, you're right, Sin. It wouldn't sit right with me. I mean, look, here's how I personally feel. I feel like today, if I stop streaming, if I decide to say, you know what, fuck it, I'm retired, I'm done streaming. If I did that right now, I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't be able to live with myself. I feel like for me, that's not even the best way for me to say that I'm done streaming entirely. I feel like for me, the way that I would have to say I'm done streaming is if I have other priorities that really came up in my life, and I would have to say this is the last stream that I could do. Not that I'm done streaming because I feel like I just don't have it. I just don't have it in me anymore to entertain you, or like I'm just burned out, or I'm just done. I feel like that'd be such a shitty way for me to go out. Cause I don't want to be done with streaming if I can help it. I mean, shit. Like this has been a passion of mine to do for years. I'm sure it's been a passion for everybody. To do streaming, to do gaming, this is something that we've all been wanting to do since we all looked at Justin TV way back then. And for me, I always knew I had it in me to stream. I always knew I had it in me to hopefully build a community and build what I have. And I'm very happy that, and don't get me wrong, I'm happy for all of you guys. I'm happy for everyone. I'm not slighting all of y'all. I want y'all to get where I'm saying it at. What I'm saying is, like, I'm happy with where I'm at, but I feel like I could have done more. For not just me, but for, everyone that I will be willing to help. For you as a viewer, for you as a streamer, literally everybody. And yeah, in part, I'm going to benefit off of it because I helped you, and then in turn, it's going to help me too. But I'm looking at your comments, and I'm seeing. The thing is, though, David, I already know the constructive criticism that I've been given. I just don't know how to go about improving upon it. That's the part that pisses me off the most about what I'm trying to do. That's how I feel. Yeah, it's hard. It's definitely hard to get advice from others. But when you see people that are successful, you want to go up there and take advice from them and be like, okay, what can you realistically tell me for what I should do to, improve upon? And I know success, and I definitely know that success isn't standard. But when you see what others has done, and be like, okay, look, they got it. I come by here every day, and not to be rude, I look forward to your streams, but I didn't know you had merch. That's what I'm saying. That's my fault for lack of marketing. Even though I have it up there with the bot, that's still my fault for lack of marketing. For not only lack of marketing, lack of promoting. Like I already knew what issues I had within myself, but again, it's like I don't know what the fuck should I do to go ahead and combat these, and that for me is so much of a fucking problem, and it's always an annoyance that's on the back of my mind. And I know I feel partly wrong, and I know you guys are saying, like, I shouldn't feel responsible for a lot of stuff that some of the stuff that happens, but at the same time I still feel like I should take responsibility, at least part responsibility. I mean, shit, I own this shit, I started this shit, I tried to make this shit happen, and it just, there you go. Like, I'll be honest, I feel like it's like this me not having an interactive place. That's entirely on me. I try. I send links out. I try to convince people. Be like, yo, hop in here. We do this, this, and this. And then once people come in, they see it's a completely dead area. Yeah, that's on me. Regardless of how else regardless of who the blame should be placed on, it's still going to start with me, and if not, it should end with me. Yeah, I mean, that's all I can do. That's all I can do. Sin is grasp the fact that I had some failures. I mean, I don't have a choice now, do I? I felt like I failed in trying to help out streamers. I felt like I failed in trying, in collaborating with my best friend to have a server and to help her out in her own streams. Talk about Stormy. Um, I felt like I failed for not a lot of people, but definitely for a couple others. A couple people that definitely put their trust in me to make them happy every day. I know, David. That I definitely know. But that's why I don't want to, because it's not in me. I'll be honest with you, Sin. I don't care about the numbers, cause I already know where I'm at when it goes to streaming. I already know where I'm at when it goes to a community. Like, I already know where I'm at with all of this. So you got to sit back and give it some time and think on how you are going to come up with a new approach, but it's easier said than done. You're damn right it's easier said than done. I mean, David, you know what I am. You see what I am. I mean, I play a wide variety of stuff. I play so much stuff. To the point where I don't want to be stuck on one game. I'm scared to be stuck on one game. Hell, that was one of my problems when I was starting out streaming earlier, was I was stuck on one game. People that didn't see my content from before, I was stuck on Monster Hunter Heavy. Where did that get me? Where did that get me? I was stuck on that heavy. I was stuck on Battlefield Heavy. I remember playing Battlefield 4 or Battlefield 1 like literally almost every day, and I had no goddamn schedule to think of. I used to do so much with playing one game that it completely did not work out. I don't know what else I should really do. I mean, yeah, I don't play many horror games because I was never really a fan of horror games. But yeah, at the same time, it's like, look, I already play enough as it is to keep people to try to keep people entertained and happy to come back for more. Like what Choco just said here. And I know I don't expect everybody to come by. I don't expect everybody to interact here and there, but that's supposed to be the expectation as a streamer. You're not supposed to expect people to come by. But to feel like you put out years worth of content, to feel like you put out, you put out so much time. Such a trying to battle the 15-30 attention span meta, to be honest. I'm also going to be honest here. And I know this is going to hurt a bit when I say this. I also feel like the only time where this is really going to hurt when I say this. I feel like the only time people really give a damn is when I make stuff, when I stream and when I make stuff like this, when I talk about stuff like this. That's when people will give a damn. But when I'm not worried, when I don't talk about this kind of stuff, then people will want to come by. That's how I feel. And that's why I said, and that's why I felt like me having to abandon Discord. While yes, it was a good thing to start over, it also showed me how some people were like they were not really, it felt like people were not really there for you. They were not really there to support you. That's was also how I was looking at how I was looking at it too. And what do you mean by that, by the way, Sin? You said you're trying to battle the 15-30 attention span meta. I'm curious to know exactly what you really meant by that, but I don't know, Marasa. Streaming nowadays, regardless of where TikTok is at, streaming is never gonna die off of where we're at nowadays. Regardless of who comes aboard, whether it was, people forget before it was TikTok, there was Vine. We saw what happened to Vine. We know how far that went. And TikTok is no different. If anything, it's on that same level. That's why I don't care to create one. Because the only thing people use it for is for memes and shit, and that's it. I'm not a meme guy. I've been told people that. People don't really try to empathize and get a creator off content. They often lose care for anything that doesn't stimulate. Yeah. It's lack of innovation for me because it's literally China Vine. People forget that. People forget they started that shit first. So there you go. Right, they only give attention when you're being public about it and when you talk about your mental state, but then way after the fact, it's like, where's everyone at then? Like, you know, you only care where I'm at my lowest, but where are you when I'm trying to be at my highest? You know, that's the big question. I'll be honest with you, David. Nobody asks each other how they are on a daily basis. Nobody really want to ask about that. There's only a couple people that'll really be about it, and they'll really ask you, yo, how's your day going? What did you do throughout the day? What games did you play? What did you do outside? What did you eat? It's like the lack of emotion is really real on the internet. I mean, I already knew that then, but sheesh. Yes, and I definitely know what you're saying. Make no mistake, bro. I definitely get you. I get you. In fact, I get everyone here that spoke their thoughts and tried to and give some good advice towards me, and I thank y'all for all of that because I'll be honest with you. I mean, like, while yes, I had fun with Honkai today, and I'll be honest with you, I might do Monster Hunter a little later because I really need to process all of this and really need to, like, you know get all of this in me with all the information you guys have sent me. But I just felt like this was like I've been feeling like seeing all of this as of late. I've been feeling like I've really like fucked up on the instrument on the instrumental level. I hope so too, Blue. I hope so. Yeah, yeah. At the very least, I mean, that's all. That's all I really can do. I mean, hell, that's a part of life. I mean, you see yourself at your lowest. I mean, look, there's only several ways you can go about it, and then after that, you have to get better. I mean, look, right now, I feel like this is the only way I can go about it is just talking to you guys about my mental state that I usually don't talk about a whole lot because more often than not, there's nothing that usually goes down with me in life to where I want to talk about. You know, there's that. I don't talk a lot about about the negativity that handles within me because really I don't like negativity. But if it gets to the point where I gotta express it, then there you go. That's why you don't see me on the venting channel a lot on the Guilded or on the Discord. You don't see me on the venting channel a lot because I try my best to avoid it. You don't see me usually have streams like this because I try to avoid it. I'll try not to, bro. Thank you. But yeah, thank you all, bro. Thank all of you guys for coming by for all of your advice. I apologize in advance if all of this was too much for any of you guys to handle, but I had to say all of this. And who knows, like, maybe with some of the negative stuff that happens probably right after this, I might, I'll probably just have to overcome it. Like, I still feel like even now, me personally, I still feel like even now it wouldn't surprise me if Stormy sat up there and DM'd me and told me that she want to go her separate path, with servers and stuff like that. It would not surprise me if she decided to go that route. It wouldn't surprise me if it wouldn't surprise me at this point if like half the people, in the Guild server right now, it wouldn't surprise me if half the people in that server they decide to be like, I just want to take off and leave and then go elsewhere. Go to her server. It would not surprise me. And I feel like that should be the case too, Sin. But there's more to it that goes to that with what me and Stormy did. I mean, I'm sure but we put a lot, and I mean a lot, into that place. Not necessarily complicated, Sin, but we put a lot into that old Discord. Like, Marasa will tell you she's still here. We put bots into that server. We put channels into great channels into that server. We did a lot over there. That channel, regardless of what it's like, that has a lot of history. Regardless of how much it changed now, it has a lot of history over there. And it wouldn't surprise me if she decided to hold me responsible for it, which she would have every right to. Use a small amount of actual features with junk. You can try to be cool and add things. I mean, yeah, but that's the thing. We added things, but like the way how I was seeing it, the way how I know she was seeing it, is that what did it amount to? It didn't really amount to much, and that's what led to where we are at now. I mean, I'm happy for Gilded being our fresh start. But it wouldn't surprise me if that specific pass decided to come back to bite us. It wouldn't surprise me if some of the people who I tried to help with that stream team, they decided to be like, nah, bro, I don't even want to really interact or do whatever with you, collab or anything like that with you again. It wouldn't surprise me. At this point with those negative moments, it just like I'm already prepared to take the brunt of it should it happen. I guess so, man. I guess so. And you're right. Don't worry, David. I see your comments. Don't worry, Blue. I see your comments. You say even if it happens, we move on and we grow, get better day by day. That's all I can do. That's all I can do, man. But yeah, thank y'all so much. I'll need a minute. I don't really want to play Monster Hunter right away. I just want to process all this. Who knows? I might not even play Monster Hunter until tomorrow. Like I said, I need to really process all this information. But yeah, thank you guys all for just coming by, chilling out with me, helping me vent, helping me get everything out that I felt like I needed to get out. This was just something that, like you have to do it. You know what I mean? So, if y'all want the schedule, here's the schedule. You guys can see what I'm going to be doing next. There you go. That's everything you get in the schedule. Because I didn't do Monster Hunter, because I may or may not do Monster Hunter tonight, I might just push it over to tomorrow at 4:30. I might just do that. And like what David said, Knockout City's coming out at 4:30, so I really can't wait to really have a lot of fun with that game. That like I feel like that game is really gonna help lift my spirits just as much as Monster Hunter Rise will. I can't wait to really have some fun with that. So if you guys don't know what that is, it's a nice dodgeball game. It's a cross-play dodgeball game where anywhere, any place you want to play it and you can play it. So yeah, I hope to see you guys for that on Friday. It's dodgeball. You cannot do wrong with dodgeball. So yeah, till then, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all again. Thank y'all so much.